Hi, Jimmy again with the Quilters Show and Tell. Today we have some ladies here from a club here in the county that does quilting, and we have Marilyn here has brought some quilts by to show us and explain to us what she does with her quilts. And if you want to tell us about it, Marilyn.
Well, I just wanted to tell how we got started doing this with quilts. It all started when I read a magazine article about a lady in New York City who was traveling in New York City, and anyway, she got lost. She had her son who was going to chemotherapy. And anyway, she got lost on the subway and was just all torn up, but everybody was just passing her by. But one person stopped to help her, and this was a homeless person. And he helped her, and he helped her carry her bag, and he even got her a cab. But the homeless man wouldn't let her pay him anything. The only thing he said was, "Don't forget me." And she got home after all this stuff and got to thinking about what he said and what she could do for homeless people. Yeah. And so she started this group for making quilts for homeless people. They made what you call sleeping bags that were big enough to double over and make a sleeping bag. And they call them ugly quilts too because this isn't an ugly quilt, but we made bigger squares, larger squares, not the little intricate stuff.
So that got you started in the quilting.
Yeah, and I remember the O'Connor Home Dim Club.
Okay.
And we have a group that meets on every Tuesday morning from 9 to 11, and we're the O'Connor Quilt Club, we call ourselves.
Okay, and this is one of the quilts that you have done.
Yeah, this is one, and you notice that we tie them. We don't actually
That's
quilt
called
them.
tacking, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's called
we
tacking.
tack them, and we got all this fabric we get from donations from people. A lot of people donate. We've got scads of fabric.
And it has a beautiful lining, and you can barely see the tacking on the lining. Yeah, so they're beautiful quilts.
And we try to do a pretty good job on that.
It's a beautiful quilt, and I think this is called the Four Square. Is that not?
Okay. 4 Square. Yeah. Anyway, so that's how we got started.
Okay, glad to hear about that, and appreciate you coming by and bringing this quilt. And we have some more to show. Okay. We're back with Marilyn again here with another quilt, and Marilyn, this is a pretty quilt also, and it's a smaller. I guess this is a baby quilt.
Well, this is what I call a kid quilt.
Kid quilt.
Because we give away all our quilts, and we've given a lot to the health center, and these smaller quilts are just 4 by 5 quilts. We give to the
Children's
Human Services for children who are taken out of the home. They're taken away from their parents, and they give them a bag of stuff and toiletries and all, and they tuck a little quilt.
So you include a quilt. That's
it's their little snuggly quilt.
That's great.
So we make a lot of these sizes.
And as you can see, it has a colorful lining also. Well, and that would be good just for a lap quilt also, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we could use this for a nursing home quilt too. We just anywhere we see a need, we try to make a quilt for them.
Well, that's great. And how many quilts do you usually do a day when you're up there?
Maybe we don't finish one really in the whole day because we just do. So you don't put an effort to make sure that you get them just. Right.
And I'm sure you have several quilts.
We've got on hand. Yeah, we've got lots. We stack them up, and then we finally decide what we need to give them out to people.
Well, that's great. So, Marilyn, appreciate you coming by and bringing the quilts, and you guys are doing a wonderful thing up there.
Thank you.
We're back with the O'Connor Quilters Club here. And we have with us today Lucy. I'm sorry, Lucy. That's okay. And she has brought a beautiful lap quilt or a children's, even a baby quilt, and it's in the UTR, so it's really colorful. So you want to tell us a little bit about this quilt now?
Sure. We're from the O'Connor Club. We meet at Elmira every Tuesday, like Marilyn said. And we have like maybe 6 or 7 of us that quilt together. And these are called ugly quilts. This is what they
Not anything ugly about these quilts.
You're right. Every quilt is beautiful, but they are called ugly quilts because we just take anything together and put them together. We make lap quilts. We make baby quilts. We tack all of them. We don't stitch them.
I noticed that this one's tacked also, yes.
Yeah, because it's fast, and we finish 1 or 2 every week.
Okay.
And all the materials are donated, our thread is donated, the machines are donated, all the materials are donated. And during the COVID, we had 23 quilts, tops, ready to do when COVID was over. And we're just finishing up them now. And ladies come in and they'll bring in a top and ask us to quilt for them. And if they give us a donation, we take it and buy batting.
Okay, and that's my understanding. You never sell quilts, you donate everything.
No, we have a rally once a year, and we try to have at least 3 quilts there for a silent auction, so we have money for the batting.
And then you put that money back into the...
Yes, we do.
That's wonderful.
And we do bags of love. We do burnouts. We just had one this spring. Clark's Berry Farm, they went down to the ground. We donated, I think, 2 or 3 quilts there. Nursing homes, help center, bags of love. There was one that we made a military one for a man that was in military, 2 different militaries, and he gave us a nice donation.
Well, that's great.
And I take pictures of all of our quilts, and you can see right here.
I was going to ask you about your album there.
Yep.
So
there.
each quilt that you do, you have a record of where that quilt winds up.
That's right. And
Absolutely.
we've been doing this for 11 years, and I'm sure we missed out on a couple of quilts, but most all of them are in here. And the last count that I counted was like 225 or 230.
Well, that's just great.
And it's all donated, and you need to have more press on this, because I just looked at the camera, or my cell phone, and I looked at the website, and I just can't get over how much fun this is to watch.
We have a big time showing our quilts. We've learned a lot from these quilts. We love quilts.
And I like your crafts too.
And we like to keep this quilting alive. It's something that we're trying to keep alive here in the area.
Yes.
So, and you guys are helping us do that, and we appreciate you coming by. And again, this is another one of your beautiful quilts, and we wish you lots more success with your club.
Well, thank you very much. We hope to come back.